Man, can I get a Ric Flair? Hey, what's good guys? My name's Chris. Welcome back to the official WearTesters.com YouTube channel. Today we got a detailed look and review on these bad boys right here. This is the Air Jordan 14 in an original colorway, but not done up in original fashion. I didn't say the colorway name.
What color is it?
They're the gingers, my bad. Now real quick, the box that they come in is an original style box. However, it is black instead of silver, so it's a little bit different. They do have the ginger Jumpman right there on the center and everything. Oh, since I'm here at least with the box, this is an original pair and this is the box. So just in case you guys were wondering what the original boxes kind of look like, that's what these were. So like I was saying, these guys right here are the Air Jordan 14 in the ginger colorway. The colorway itself is an original colorway. The shoe itself, while it's an original model, this version is not how they originally released back in 1999. The Air Jordan 14 originally released in 3 low top colorways, one of which was the Laney colorway. They have previously retroed. Super dope shoe in my opinion. The other one is my favorite. It is, can you guess?
Is it UNC?
It is, man, and they are gorgeous. They have not retroed that colorway yet. I really hope that they do. That actually is a good shoe that sets precedence for this shoe right here, but I'll get into that in a second. And then the third colorway was this guy right here, which is the gingers. Are these as good as the originals? In my opinion, no, but they are still very good nonetheless. So I'm super excited about them. I think that they turned out fantastic. But anyways, again, this is an Air Jordan 14. So we got the Air Jordan 14 outsole. I know that I say this every time I turn around an Air Jordan and look at its outsole, but I still think the same thing every time I see one. They're just so pretty, man. Like, this is a functional one too. Like, it's not even like design wise they're so pretty, even though it is. Just that this is such a nice functional version of an Air Jordan outsole that I just absolutely love it. You got herringbone from heel to toe, still reminiscent of the car theme that they were going for, that Ferrari theme and everything like that. You got the little cutouts that show little white pieces peeking through, which I think looks great. You don't see that on all black versions of the shoe and everything, but with this one you do, and I think it looks great. I like the little yellow XIV hit. For those of you guys that don't know, I always make a joke about like, oh, in my area, the XIV thing was a bad thing. I grew up in like the San Jose Bay Area area. I grew up in the Bay Area, the San Jose area to be specific, which is the South Bay. And when we grew up there was a lot of gang activity. There still is. It's just not on the news as often as rent increases and
monkeypox.
Monkeypox, I don't think I'm supposed to say, but whatever. But the whole thing back then, it was all in our newspapers. Do you remember this? Because you're in the area too, like we're both from the same place, so.
I don't remember it over shoes.
You know the gang activity thing though.
Like, yeah, like my junior high, we couldn't have do-rags.
Yeah, well, all the way in elementary school, they changed us over from getting to wear our own clothes to having uniforms because it was so bad that we were having like first grade gangbangers in our school. It was crazy. But anyways, we had lots of gangs in San Jose, and so the whole XIV thing was like, don't wear those if you don't want to get jumped, and you know, so that's just what it is. A fun fact about the Air Jordan 14, there are originally 14 Jumpman on the shoe between the two pairs. I believe there's more now because there's like a Jumpman on the size tag and things like that, but originally there was the Jumpman on the toe, which is 1, got the Jumpman on the logo, which is 2, the Jumpman on the heel, which is 3, 4, the insole was 5, and then each aglet, which is metal tipped, has a Jumpman engraved onto there, and that's 6 and 7. 7 times 2 is 14.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Now, just like the original 14s, we have a glitter painted midsole, which I think looks amazing. This midsole does not look like the originals. It's just they're doing their best as they can to match it. For some reason, the original midsoles that were painted white like this, the glitter paint was tinted with a little bit of yellow. I know you made that face, but I really liked it. And when you see these side by side with the original gingers, there's really just no comparison, like at least to me, but that's also because that's how I saw them first. So like there's obviously some bias there. But inside of the Phylon midsole are 2 zoom air units. Nowadays on the retros, this is the exact setup. So we have the heel zoom unit and then we have the traditional 4-foot zoom unit. However, in the original pairs, the 4-foot unit was an original articulated zoom unit, which on these was a 4-chambered articulated zoom unit, which was amazing. They don't use them anymore. I really wish that they would, but you know, it is what it is. They're still super comfortable, so there's that. There's also the nice little air scoop in there for, you know, a little bit of airflow. The insole covers it up a lot, but not all the way. And then the insole is this bad boy right here, so it might not look like much, but There's additional cushion pads in there, and before you say, was that on the original? Why, yes. Yes, it was. It's not quite the original. Obviously, they're a little bit different, but I think that, you know, them doing it like this is great because this is exactly the way, or as close to it as possible, as they were originally. Something that I also really like, these are really sticky, by the way. The paint doesn't last. I can barely hold these things. The shape, though, is what I think just, they look fantastic. They just do. The only thing that I could complain about is the back collar area, the heel right here. The originals scoop back just a little bit more than these ones right here. So these, when you first wear them, they will press into your Achilles area, which isn't super comfortable, but they do break in. And obviously the materials are like, there is no comparison. The originals are just better. It is what it is. But as far as retros are concerned, the Air Jordan 14 Retro is, in my opinion at least, one of the best ones that they do. Now, speaking of the materials, the toe cap right here is a synthetic base, but it's not fully synthetic, so there is a little bit of leather mixed in there. And then you've got that smoother top coat and everything. I think that these look fantastic from a top-down view. Like when I look at them, I just think that my feet at that point look cool. I think that they look great from the side as well. The profile view is amazing. Again, they're not low tops like the original, so they're not quite as sleek looking as those, but I still think that it's fine. And again, like I was saying earlier, the precedence that they set for that is actually with the original release of the Air Jordan 14. So when I was talking about my favorite colorway of the low top versions, the white and UNC was my favorite. And again, they debuted as a low. However, Eastbay had an exclusive that was actually a mid top version of the same exact colorway, and you can only get it at Eastbay, at least at that time. Congrats to anybody that was able to get them. I couldn't get any of them. I really wanted them so bad. I was so poor, man. I could not do it. Now the yellow material is the part where it's definitely not like the original. The originals had like that slightly longer haired nubuck where you would like run your finger across it and it would change colors and everything. That's not this. This is a much more smooth finish, but it is actual nubuck. So the quality is there. It's just not the same exact finish that the original was. A little change up though is this little plastic tabby thing right here. In the originals, it's hard as a rock. It was damn near metal. You couldn't bend it. This guy though is nice and rubbery. I actually like these more when they're softer. I don't know why. I just do. Speaking of the tongue, that is synthetic. That's a synthetic nubuck and everything. So this is very similar to what you'll see on the previous releases, which are the Air Jordan 13s, like the He Got Game colorway or the playoffs and things like that. So no farting action in here. You also have an internal lacing system, just like the 13s. They use that on the 13s, the 14s, and the 15s. Now, just like most releases, the back of the shoe, gorgeous. As if the Ferrari style emblem wasn't enough, this just really just like plays into the design of the shoe. Obviously, you know, the Ferrari thing, MJ had one. He might still have it. I don't know him personally. But that's what this whole shoe was designed after or modeled after. And the back right here, this was supposed to be the tire tread and it went all the way down to the sole and everything. So you had that, you know, really cool rubber look. And then you got the tail lights right there that are done up in yellow. This is so slick, man. Like Tinker was a genius. Now, as far as sizing is concerned, these do fit true to size, so whatever size you typically order in your Air Jordans, that's exactly what I would recommend. However, if you are a wide footer, go up half a size, even though these teeth things are very, very soft now. Like
they kill the pinky.
Yeah, but it's not necessarily the teeth, it's really the last. It's a slim last and everything, so they are snug. It's one of the best shoes to play in though. We have a video on that, which are the best Jordan retros to hoop in. These are one of them. Are these going to be available easily? I don't know. 14 sometimes sell out really fast, sometimes they don't. It really depends. Will this one sell out? That's the thing that I'm curious about, especially since it's an original colorway changed into a mid. You know what didn't sell out though? These beautiful things. And why the hell not? I don't know. I just walked into the store and they were sitting there. I was like, is resale dead?
Hopefully.
I hope so. So yeah, if you guys wanted a detailed look on these bad boys, or bad girls, because technically it's a women's release, sound off below and let me know, and I can take care of that for you. But outside of that, I think that this is a fantastic release. I love the shoe, I love the colorway. Do I wish that they released as a low top first? Yes, I do. I will say that I wish I saw them back in original form like we did with the Laney colorway however long ago. I think that was like 2014, something like that. Let me check real quick. Why did I do that? That was my intro and oh my God. Can somebody please go watch that and make fun of me. 2015, I was close. What a cringy f***ing intro that was. But with that being said, let me know what you think about these in the comment section. We'll catch you guys on the next one. So until then, have a good one. Why the f*** is it so hot in here?
It's you.
It's the shoes.